Part of our experience this morning, or part of our journey this morning, will be traveling the Kancamagus Highway. So we're really looking forward to maybe some scenic views of New Hampshire before we get to the auto road. Set up camp and then head up to the Observatory and experience kind of the auto road this morning and this afternoon.
I'm winner.
What you got?
Just back to road pressure, or at least 25 pounds, however that works.
We're getting the trucks hosed off and kind of delivering that level of professionalism as we kind of go into the auto road and some of these scenic roads and stuff that we'll be traveling. You know, we did the trail time. It's fun to have the trucks, you know, muddy, but these are expensive pieces of equipment and we need to keep them kind of in shape and clean. So
Start with there.
we are in Lincoln, New Hampshire at Flapjacks.
This is in Nebraska.
Yeah, we're in Lincoln, Nebraska. Some people think this is New Hampshire, but it's actually Nebraska.
Definitely not Nebraska. It's horrible to drive through. Nothing.
I know, right? Kancamagus?
Kancamagus.
Kancamagus?
Yeah.
Kancamagus? Kancamagus.
K-A-N-C.
Kancamagus. Oh shit, there's a choo-choo train. Shit.
Right. Continues to be the longest interview.
Yeah, it's the Flapjacks in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and we're heading up to the Kancamagus Highway when we get done. Yeah, great. Let's go get some breakfast.
Maybe a little wait. Yeah,
What we got going here?
We're going to be mounting this camera on the outside of the Tacoma, looking in. We got a wireless mic, and we're going to do a little talking about the local area and the Kancamagus Highway here, and sort of discuss our ventures up to Mount Washington.
It takes so much effort to keep this physique up. After that breakfast, I'm doing well. Help me.
Oh man.
This is painful.
What's painful?
The whole camera thing. It's just painful.
Okay, so you're starting with the interior view?
Couple days of it, man.
Looking at us?
I know. I think I should follow you around with the camera.
You think so?
I should. Where's the camera? Let me follow you
I
around.
mean, we don't want to break the cameras, right?
There we go. My camera assistant has shown up. I don't like a beer assistant, but different. Look at that. Okay, I'm done.
So Ryan, can you give us a rundown on this road we're about to take up on?
I don't know much about the history of this road, but essentially this is the White Mountain National Forest. Mount Washington is in here. There's a lot of the presidential range. Just a huge spot for hiking.
Dude, those people are so awkward right here. They're just like rubbing her back right in front of you guys. It's the weirdest shit ever. Dude, get this on video. I was thinking that when they were sitting there making out a second ago.
So we're descending down the backside of the Kancamagus Highway, the Conway side. This is actually the steepest side of the highway. The apex of this highway is at about 2,800 feet. And, you know, the auto road's going to be sort of the antithesis of this. Hey, Ryan, can't you take where does Bear Notch Road end up? I can't remember. Doesn't it drop into Conway somewhere?
Yeah, I don't remember it that well. I've only run it a couple times. Typically, we're in the fall, and this road is kind of like iffy on whether or not it'll be open, so I never go down here.
Right.
It's actually kind of nice. I mean, it feels like I'm sleeping on a pillow of air, though, which I guess is kind of the idea. We are in EMS in Conway, New Hampshire. EMS is a nice little outdoor store, actually. They've got several locations all the way through, like Pennsylvania, I believe, down into Pennsylvania. Maybe even farther south than that, like Asheville, I don't know. But we have identified several little things that we need to pick up for gear, including I left my plate at home, and I've been eating off everybody else's plate for the entire trip so far, when we're not eating like Mountain House meals and stuff like that. But bug netting is key. The mosquitoes are kind of relentless, as you may or may not have seen so far. Yeah, and everybody's like freaked out about the Zika virus, and like, you know, so it's kind of an inside joke here. Something very serious, but we're all a little freaked out by it. So anyway, we're gonna kind of cruise around the store and see if everybody can find what they need and get back out of here, get to Mount Washington. So I just got off the phone with Dan at Mount Washington. We're heading up to Mount Washington in New Hampshire today, and we're going to drive the auto road. This is truly a unique experience to have full access to the auto road and the observatory for filming. Top of Mount Washington sits at 6,288 feet. So we're going to be up there. Something crazy, like 104 days of the year, they register wind gusts of, you know, up to 75 miles an hour. So like hurricane force winds 104 days of the year. It's kind of interesting. I really didn't think there was so much, you know, American history associated with the area, you know, surrounding Mount Washington. You know, it was built in the 1850s, 1860s, and it's like the oldest man-made attraction, you know, in North America. I mean, still used today. You know, the evolution of the first rides up the auto road being on horse and carriage. You know, it used to be called the carriage road, and now people are driving like trucks and sport utilities and electric vehicles. You know, I mean, they never even fathomed anything like that when they built that. They just wanted access to this, you know, kind of perfect place. So it's gonna be a great day. The weather's perfect. Everybody's amped. We spent some time off road, and now it's time to, you know, log a couple miles on some scenic highways and stuff and go climb the auto road.
There's the mountainside. Right in the middle of here, this is where the Appalachian Trail hike disappeared, right back in there. She had no cell service. She's right back there in the Warburton Canyon.
So what got you into map building then?
You know what? It was the only course in college that actually taught me something to do. Everything else was, I got a BA degree, but it was more like a BS degree. But the map making, that took a 10-week course with pen and ink and this thing, and then about 25 years ago I had to learn it on computer. I used graphic design software.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and this is what I like. I wanted to live in the mountains and make a living, and here you have to bring a job with you if you want to live in the mountains. So that's what I do, the Wilderness Map Company. Well, good luck with what you're doing. It looks like you're all prepared, and I trust you'll have a great time.
We already are.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Any ladies with you?
Nope, just a bunch of guys.
Yeah. I see that.
Ladies are right here.
Yeah, really, right.
Yeah.
Good. Very cool.
Great.
Well, enjoy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, see you.
The ARB Tacoma has 2 spare seats right now, not including Eric, so 2 extras.
I've got a third one back in the forerunner.
You and Spencer could just drive the pickup, my pickup. You want to just do that?
We can, yeah.
Okay. And then Rich can drive Gabby's truck, and Matt and Rick can ride with ARB.
And you'll be with the auto road.
And me and John will ride with auto
in the
road.
pickup auto road truck. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're basically getting locked in tonight. So the camping's down over there. They locked the gates, so we have to go down and drop, you know, check out the campsite, drop our trucks, and then we're in for the night until 8:30 tomorrow morning.
What time do we get locked in?
They lock the gates at 5:30.
Okay. So Pinkham's Notch is down here for showers.
I know. I think we might have to do showers in the morning.
With the ink still dripping from an empty pen, found a letter you wrote, you said you're gone again. And you go tripping through the stars at night, find $1 million girl and put the moves on right. You got me thinking, oh, you got me thinking. Can you send me some paper that I can spend? Don't think I can break, but I sure can bend. This picture's my friend, it's my family. You've been more than a maker, been a friend to me. You see, I want the girl with American eyes, with the sun-kissed skin and money came by. She can tell me no while she takes me home.
Yeah, I started as an intern right 2 or 3 months after I graduated.
No kidding.
And there happened to be a full-time position available at the end of my internship. Most of us up here are either skiers or snowboarders. All of us, I think, are hikers, and so you have like kind of a summit family vibe going on up here, which is really cool. Back there we have archives going back to, I believe, the 1950s for these charts. This is when we first started using this one. This is December 4th, 1980. Peak wind gust was 182 miles per hour. That's the second highest gust we've ever recorded up here, behind our former world record gust of 231. Highest temperature we've ever seen up here is only 72 degrees in our 82-year history. So it doesn't get that warm on Mount Washington, as opposed to the coldest, which is 47 below zero, is the coldest that we've ever seen up here. That was back in the 1940s. So.
Who was the lucky one that went viral on the internet here 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, that was the other shift, unfortunately. Yeah, that was observers Mike Dorfman and Tom Padham. Yeah. And they were right over there, and yeah, winds gusting, I believe it was up to 110 miles per hour. So they were lucky enough to be out here and playing in those winds. And that's one of the interesting parts about the job, enduring high winds, not just for fun, but also for work. We're a private nonprofit organization, so we have a lot of different ways in which we're funded. As a nonprofit, you can become a member of the organization and directly support the work that the summit staff and the entire organization does, the weather observation, education, and research. So it's a cool way to get involved. My job as education specialist is giving educational programs to all sorts of people across the world through our video conferencing equipment. So we've connected to classrooms as far away as Australia from up here to give educational programs about how we observe the weather, and why it's important that we observe the weather and the techniques that we use. One of the big parts of our mission as an organization is to perform research. We kind of consider ourselves a natural laboratory, you know, being up here in such extreme conditions. So the pitot is definitely the workhorse as far as wind goes, and because we're known for our winds, probably the most important instrument that we have, and that's why we maintain it. Any sort of icing conditions that we have to come up here to the very top, and this is what we use to knock the ice off. Pretty rudimentary, not really anything special here, but it works. It's one of those places where you know, you're not going to get involved as a member unless you really are interested in what we do. So people that are kind of interested in this kind of work and the science and the extreme weather and all that, they're big fans of us, and they definitely voice that support. Now we're on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Our members are always voicing support in the work that we do and all that. So it's really cool to just be out and about, traveling even, and wearing obs gear and running into a member. I mean, that's happened to me before, and so it's really cool to meet the people that support what you do.
She fell in